What's up, everybody? Thanks for clicking this video. Thanks for tuning into my channel. My name is Simon Hill, Black American from Louisiana, and I'm reporting to you live from Budapest, Hungary. Today is April 8th, 2025, and the Hungarian people are protesting against what I heard is the banning of Pride and the continual assault on LGBTQ rights out here in Central Europe. So this is the Erzsébet. I hope I'm saying that bridge right. Maybe I can get some people to help me out here. But this is the Erzsébet bridge here in Budapest, Hungary. And it's one of the main thoroughfares in the city. And the protesters behind me have blocked it and put up banners. And they also have a video screen back there as well to talk about the issues and to let people know how they feel. I'm going to try to interview a few people on the bridge to ask them how they feel about everything they're protesting about and everything that's happening in their country. So stay tuned. There's been a heavy police presence out in the city. Even in my university, I saw quite a lot of police outside, but there's also quite a lot of people out here too. See ya. Hello. Hi. Do you speak English? Yeah? I'm an independent journalist from America, and I'm just asking people here what is the reason for the protests and everything. And I wanted to know if I could ask y'all why it's happening.
Well, actually, there is a lot of reason. There is some law about pride and gay people, trans people, that they can get together to celebrate Pride.
Okay.
And this law is violating our rights to protest, not just because of Pride, but because of every protesting. So and we have a very bad condition in the health system.
Okay.
And
So it's about many things.
System, yeah.
So it's about healthcare, it's about pride, it's about rights, it's about protests,
Yes.
everything like that.
Mainly about
Civil
Hispanic
rights.
rights.
About civil rights.
Yeah.
So like the
Okay.
right of gathering or like protesting.
Okay, all right, thank you. What's the reason for the protests and why are people out here? Like, what's the reason you're out here? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the reason I'm especially out here is because, they are trying to make it impossible for some groups of people to protest. Actually, I think this is
So is this protest legal or is it illegal?
this protest itself is still legal.
Okay.
I think maybe from tomorrow is this.
Do people plan on being here till tomorrow or do they plan on leaving?
There are a lot of people who are planned to be here till tomorrow,
I see.
but I think most people are going home. So like they still have to go to work or to school next day.
Okay. All right. And what's something that you want to see changed in your country to like make it better?
Well, I think this government must be displaced, let's say, either by an election or by revolution. But I think it's more likely to the other party leader, Peter Magyar, win the election.
Okay.
So I think this will be the outcome, and this is needed to rebuild our democracy here in Hungary.
All right. So I don't know if you could hear what those young people were saying. I didn't get a chance to show their face, but they were saying like basically the protests are about, a lot of different things. It's not just about pride. They said that they're out here protesting for the right to protest. They're out here protesting because they want to see a change in government, and they're also having a deteriorating healthcare system. So that's what they told me. But let's find out what other people have to say. People are protesting, and what's the reason for the protest?
Do you want to do a video
Yeah. Is it okay if I show your sign and everything?
Yeah, but do you think they will hear?
So, hi, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm David.
All right, nice to meet you, David. Can you tell me why people are out here protesting and explain your sign and like what's the reason people are out here?
Yeah, sure. So this is a protest against the government effectively banning Pride, but the fundamental law is this is the Fifth Amendment to the fundamental law, and
the fundamental law is the Constitution,
it's
right?
the Constitution. This is the rename that they made to the Constitution. So it's a Constitution amendment to the Constitution, and it wants to restrict the freedom to assembly and protect child, it's child protection. And this is happening every single week. And this Saturday there is going to be a satirical peace march that is trying to criticize the government's approach to the issue, meaning that we're going to be the same, we're going to dress up in gray, and we're going to be, everyone's going to be straight.
Okay. Everybody's going to pretend to be straight.
Yes. No. And we are going to check it with the gaydar.
Okay.
It's a highly efficient homosexual meter.
Okay. I love the signs. I love what you guys have done. Can you explain? Is this the sign promoting it?
Yeah, this means if you're everyone who's not coming is gay. And this means gray pride.
Gray pride.
This means let's all be the same. And this means Fidesz, which is the governing party, is compatible pride.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope the best for you. And we want to see democratic change and freedom in your country. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right. So that young man told me, essentially that they're planning more protests. This is not just a one-time thing. They're going to continue to try to come out here and show support for what they believe to be right. And they're planning even more events. And they're trying to maybe do it in a way that's, non-violent and peaceful and also somewhat satirical to get attention. So very interested to see what will happen. So I tried to ask somebody else, and that was the first time I got to know. So maybe some people here are maybe shy about their English, or they don't want to be on camera. I don't know. All right, some more people don't want to be interviewed, asking a few people. Maybe I should just go gonzo style, not even ask them. All right, people giving speeches up here. Siesto, hi, sorry.
Hello.
Does anybody speak English here?
Yeah, all of us.
Yeah? I'm an independent journalist from America, and I'm just here asking people, what's the reason we're out here protesting, and, what do we want to see changed?
Well,
Is that too big of a question?
it's a pretty good question.
Yeah? If you don't feel comfortable answering, it's okay either. But...
First instinct is to say I want to see everything change. So we're protesting. Oh God, how do I say it in English? We're protesting for a right to be able to protest. Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Especially as a queer person, the Pride protest
Right.
is a part of that. I would like.
And I think more generally, people here are generally deeply unsatisfied with the direction things are going and things have been gone in this country. So I'm not sure if you catch the news of the speeches as an English-speaking person, but it's really not just about the right together. There have been mentions about the healthcare system, the education system, liberty in general.
Democracy in general.
Democracy.
Yeah.
So I think this event is more about having the limitation of the right to protest as a symptom, but as a sick system behind it.
Okay. All right. Interesting. In my country, we're facing a lot of democratic backsliding with Trump, and also a lot of how can I say this, attacks on the LGBTQ community as well. Do you see, from your perspective, any parallels on what's happening in Hungary, or does it look very different in your opinion?
groups because we kind of started from a lower point, but people here have less power to actually enact violence on us, like on a systemic level. So, like, for example, we have not been able to get married for like 20 years now.
I heard it's in the Constitution or something like that.
I mean, it wasn't in the Constitution for a while, but then they also put it in the Constitution. But
Right.
the right to marry wasn't there also before that. And they just took away the legal right to change gender markers and names between genders like 3 years ago. Now they basically dismantled the trans healthcare system, so people have to go abroad for hormone therapy and surgeries. So that sucks. But also, I think here there is. So this is a smaller country than the entire US.
Yeah.
So that means there is a smaller political power to enact violence on the people. It still is not great.
Right.
It's pretty bad. But yeah, so we kind of started from a lower point, but it didn't get that bad that quickly.
Right. So do you think like most LGBTQ people here feel some safety?
No.
Okay, because when you say like there's no systemic violence, I'm
No, there
thinking,
is systemic violence, but the systemic violence is not US level.
right. I mean, we have guns, we have
Yes.
and also very religious who are fascist in their mind.
Yeah, no,
So
like this is, I mean, it's the same, but in a smaller level. And sadly, it's for the everyday people, the largest problem is not only the systemic violence; it's the people who get emboldened by that. So like hate crime levels just rise up every time this happens, and like I think it's in a plan to remove gender diverse people and sexual minorities from the group of protected people. So currently we have a law that handles violence against minority groups separately, and it works surprisingly. And they are currently working on removing us from that group. So, yay! I love that.
that's not good at all. I think that was sarcasm, everybody, for anybody
it was
listening.
sarcasm, yes.
Okay. All right.
Also, I kind of do see the US going down a very similar road that what our country's been on. We unfortunately don't have the only 2 terms of 4 years, the same that you have.
Could Orban Viktor be president for life?
Yeah.
That's possible?
He's been for like 15 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the Constitution doesn't allow term limits. Like he could.
We
Wow.
don't have
It has
that.
never been implemented.
So
Wow.
with what your president is doing now, I
Yeah.
see a lot of similarities of, that happened in our country a decade ago. That happened in our country in the beginning of COVID. So like this is systematically taking away rights and labeling people various ways, and like the authoritarian handprints everywhere.
I see.
Yeah. As a difference, I think that Mr. Trump has a much faster pace than Orban has.
Speed runs fascism,
Yeah,
I'm not
speed.
sure
Yeah.
if he has more power. I think he's less careful.
Yeah.
I mean, he has less time, so
For now, yeah.
All right, so I had a very good conversation with a group of people there who are essentially, laying out even more of what's happening. Essentially, Orban Viktor could be in power for life. They do see a lot of similarities with the fascism in America and what's happening here and the backsliding in democracy and democratic rights. So, there isn't the same level of violence that exists in the U.S. here in Hungary, but still a lot of LGBTQ people feel very afraid for the future and for their current situation.
Nevének zászlód mögé lopott, hősi jelképnek áram lett, most magasra rakva, jobbra az egyik vinni akarsz. Hát kendőt szememre, és idézzél bárhol, így hal meg általam.
All right, I can't do any interviews over here because the music is too loud. So I'm gonna go to the back and see if I can talk. You know, why are people out here? What's the reason for the protest? Can I ask you?
Sorry, I don't want to.
Okay, then can I ask you? Pardon? I won't show your face. I'm just asking people questions to understand. But I'm not showing your face. It's like the camera's here.
Okay, I can tell you briefly.
Okay.
So, the government banned the government is trying to ban the pride, and they are trying to prevent people from gathering. So they are taking away our fundamental right to gather as a group.
Like the right to protest?
Yeah, the right to
Okay.
protest.
Because I thought this event was more about pride, like fighting for the rights of the LGBTQ.
That's what the government is saying it is about, but we really know that's not about that.
Why do you say that? Because I've heard that from some other people that, you know...
Because I don't know how to explain it because I'm not...
It's okay, just try it.
So we have our fundamental rights and we change something in the document so that we won't be able to gather. So that's the underlying reason.
Okay, so mostly this is about the right to protest more than it is about pride, but it's sort of like joined together, like some people are here for pride, other people are here for the right to protest, like, is it...
Most people are here because of our rights, but we are also protesting for the LGBT.
Interesting. And what is it that you want to see like changed in the country? Like what is it that you really want to see make better here?
We don't want
Okay.
Úgy hívnak fel, leszel a barátom, megbaszhatnál a kocsolában. De te több leszel, mint barát.
The ultimate goal is to have a free and fair election. You said the ultimate goal is to have like a free election and to change the administration. Is that right? Okay. All right. So some people once again are afraid to be on camera, or maybe they're scared of their English. But I asked this young girl, and she said that actually a lot of this protest is actually about people fighting for the right to protest more than it is about pride. And so I do see a lot of like rainbow flags around. I see a lot of people here, you know, showing pride colors. But this girl explained to me that this is more about fighting against the administration that wants to get rid of the right to protest. So I think that might be a poet, a famous poet.
Sárban dagonyázó tisztavérűek. Keresesek még, ja, tiszta képűek, ahol pénznek szó. Hallgassatok pavilont!
All right, I'm moving to the back where it's a bit quieter. Maybe I can talk to some more people here.
Currently, this is now just turned to a dictatorship, and it is time to move and time to stand up. The other side of my sign means democracy is not a right but a responsibility.
Okay.
Here in Hungary, democracy is severely limited, and the government is conducting laws week by week, severely limiting the frames of democracy. Currently, the right of assembly. Now they are advocating against people with dual or multiple citizenships.
Really?
They say yes. They say that it's going to the Hungarian citizenship is going to be revoked, and
Wow.
those people can be deported out from the country.
Wow. Wow. So is this protest here more about the rights for freedom of speech, or is this more about all different types of rights that are going away?
It's all, about all different kinds of rights, but it's not about the freedom of speech. It's the freedom of assembly.
Freedom of assembly, of
Yes.
course, those are very different. Of course. And can I see this sign? Like, can I get
Yeah.
this explained? Okay. Can you explain it for me?
Can kids see your video?
It's on YouTube.
Kid-friendly content is covered.
Yes, this is fine, but okay. But can you translate it for my English-speaking audience?
Yeah, it's not so simple.
Orban, that's the guy, and Matolcsi is
the former leader of the Hungarian National
Can I?
It's okay.
Okay. They robbed the Hungarian National Bank.
Oh, wow.
Actually. Lots of money has been lost due to these two guys. And we have a real bank robber called the Whiskish, because he drank some whiskey every time before he went robbing the bank.
Wow.
And he is just taking notes, crying.
Wow.
Because they are so much more professional bank robbers.
Wow. Okay, so
And this guy went to the prison. These two did not.
wow. Wow. And the other side of the sign?
Okay, it's really hard to translate. It's really hard to translate.
Okay.
Viktor Orban had a speech when they called us Poloshka. Poloshka is this ugly bug.
Yes.
And this ko means, for example, this guy Gabor. If I call him Gabor ko, then he is, I mean, small and
like little Gabor.
Little Gabor, yeah, little Gabor. But so Polish doesn't exist in Hungarian, in the Hungarian language. But if I say just I am Polish, don't make nicknames for me. I don't make nicknames for you. You shit.
Wow.
Sorry, shit.
Sorry, shit. Okay.
But if you would say sorko, that is that bird. That is the bird, the white and black bird that is stealing every shiny thing. Stealing like him. So it's very hard to understand even in Hungarian.
Yes, but I understand the sentiment and the feeling. And could you tell me, like, what is it that you want to see changed in your country? What do you think would make it better? I know that's a big question, but, you know, in my country, we're seeing a lot of the similar things here, you know, with democracy going back and attacks on minorities. So what is it you want changed?
It's easier to answer what I want to keep. It's almost nothing. I want to keep the people of Hungary. There are very good and nice people around here in Hungary, and many good chicks, but you have seen. Yeah, everyone wants to make photos of this.
It's famous.
Yeah, it got famous. On the other side, please.
But could you want to keep things the same? Like you love your country, you love the city?
I love my country, I love people here, and I'd like to allow them to speak freely, to live a better life, and for our kids to have a future. That's the point, the future.
That's a beautiful answer. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That was a really... So, those fellas just told me, you know, essentially that, you know, there's a lot of dislike and distrust with this current administration, and I really like the answer that the brother just gave right there. He said, you know, I don't really want to change anything. I just want our people to be free. I want our people to have our rights. I want our people to be able to speak and a future for our children. I really, really like that. That's a really cool sentiment. Could you explain this for my English-speaking audience?
The before?
Yes.
Yeah, it's about... it's hard to translate.
Can you translate it for us?
It's about Putin.
Okay. It's not about... I see Putin, I see Rusik, but I don't know exactly.
It's hard to translate as it's a phrase that only understandable Hungarian.
Okay. Well, could you let us know, you know, what's the reason for this protest? Why are people out here? And like, you know, what is it you want to see changed in your country, if you don't mind?
Yeah, the reason for the protest is Orban regime wants to restrict the I don't remember the
right to get together.
Yeah, the crowd, and it's not about pride. It's actually to restrict everything. To protect themselves against the people.
Right. And, you know, what is it that you want to see better in your country? Like, what is it that you want changed, or what do you want to see improved? I know that's a big question, but in my country, we're seeing so many similarities with Hungary. So, you know,
everything. Orban regime have unlimited control over Hungary and Hungarian people. We have very high taxes, and in return we get shit. Our school system is crap. Also our health system is junk. And everything is getting worse and worse, and we're paying more and more.
I see.
And they want to restrict us.
Your freedoms and your rights and the right to protest and get together and all that sort of stuff. All right.
And we are going to the same as at Russia. Orban is following his comrade Putin.
I see.
Go away.
It means go away?
Yeah, Russian go away.
Oh, Russian go away. Russic
kind of.
Russic means Russian.
Okay.
Yeah, fucking Russian.
Okay, but I know...
You know, after the Second World War, they left themselves in Hungary.
Oh, yeah.
They forget to go home.
They forgot to...
Ruski is a degrading phrase for Russians.
Ruski.
As I know, Polish people also using
this phrase, Ruski.
Yeah.
I see. Interesting.
Go away when as far as I remember, go away means when you are shot, somebody go away.
Yeah, or like fuck off.
Yeah,
fuck off, Ruski, right? Something like that.
When we had
not so strong.
Not so strong.
But the same feeling.
Yeah.
Same feeling.
Yeah, feeling and
the thinking, right? Okay.
This upper phrase was used when we had the revolution in 56. It means Russians go away. And the lower sentence means Putin's cocks became delicious.
Okay. I knew phenom. I know the word phenom means delicious. I didn't know what this was. Okay.
Because Orban also said...
the name of Putin in Hungarian.
Putin.
Putin.
Okay, I see.
You know, they use this letter.
Yeah.
And they say only one. If they pronounce just simple T.
I see.
Orban said Russians go away.
Yes.
Then later, after 2010, he's sucking Putin's cock.
Okay. I see. First and foremost, why do you have the California sign, and what's the reason for the protest, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, reason for the California sign is because I'm from California. And solidarity, brother.
There we go.
The protest, there's a bunch of different reasons from what I understand. They're trying to introduce a bunch of new legislation to stop people from being able to gather. They also want to be able to deport anybody with double citizenship.
Right.
They're also cracking down on LGBTQ rights.
Right.
And there's probably a couple other things as well.
Right. I'm just asking. I'm a member of the Communist Party in the USA. Are you part of DSA or something like that?
I'm about to renew my license. I'm going to put Communist Party.
There we go, man. Appreciate it, man. It's good to see solidarity out here, man.
Absolutely.
And the global fight against fascism. It's for real, 100%. Man. As you know, in our country, Russia, Serbia, Turkey, it's going down everywhere. So good to see you out here, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. See ya, Akos. Hi, my name is Simon. Do you speak English?
It is not my best side, but I will understand.
Okay, I just wanted to ask you, what is the reason people are protesting, and what's motivating people to want to see change in this country?
They will not live in a dictatorship. They know that this is a hybrid regime, but we are proceeding to a total dictatorship. And these people know that we are in the last hours, and we will not have enough time to stop all that.
Okay. And can you let us know what organizations we should support if we want to continue to try to fight for democracy?
we support the opposition. The opposition has now quite big party, but it is very important that we have to change the rules, the rules of the play, and we have to know that it's not really democracy, and the elections are not really real elections, and we have to change it. We have to arrive better options for really elections.
Thank you, sir, and good luck. But anyway, I'm an independent journalist from America. My name is Simon, and I just wanted to know, what is the reason people are out here protesting? What are they fighting for? What's the reason people are out here?
They're fighting for freedom.
Okay, and like, what is the...
And democracy.
Okay.
Like they have banned Pride, I think 3 weeks ago, probably on Tuesday also. And it's for against banning Pride and also just a general right of public meeting in Hungary, I believe. So that's like the first aim of this, but other than that, what she said, like the whole journey of the government here in Hungary is, as you probably know, not really heading in the right direction. And it's just, I believe we are also here for many more scandals that are going on right now here in Hungary.
Right. So this protest isn't just about Pride. It's not just about the right to assembly. It's about many different issues. Because I've heard from people here, you know, it's about the healthcare, it's about the education, it's about the loss of democracy and stuff like that. Is that right, or what do you think?
I think that's an underlying aim. That, like, it's not. I mean, it's also told to the public, but as it is advertised, it is for against banning Pride, etc. But as you said, I believe yes, I'm also here because of those other issues as well.
I see. And last question, I'm sorry if I'm bothering you, but like, what's, you know, one thing or a few things you would like to see changed? Like, what do you want to see better in the country, in your opinion?
If the government stays, then I think there is no chance that anything will ever change. Other than that, I hope for change in 2026, and within that change, I hope for the development of healthcare, education, other than like the obvious rights of the Hungarian people. Also, like, it's hard to say what I hope for, because like there are a lot of things to be changed, and kind of they have broken down that level. So slowly. I hope for general like economic development within the EU. We were supposed to be like a great country after the communists have gone away. So there are a lot of things, but
Thank you. All right, so I got to talk to a few people. I got to talk to the organizer of the event. His name was Mr. Akos, and he explained that, you know, this protest is once again about democracy and the fight for the right to assemble. Then I got to speak to some young people who also go to university, and they said that generally it's about freedom, the fight for democracy. And, you know, this protest is bigger than just the idea of just fighting for the right to assembly or fighting for the rights of the LGBTQ, Pride, whatever. This thing is about generally fighting back against the backsliding of democracy, is what I'm hearing, right? So I came into this event thinking that it's mostly about Pride and came away thinking that it's a lot more. So it's very interesting stuff. All right, but could you explain what is here on this sign for us?
Stop abuse.
Stop abuse. Okay, all right, interesting. And can I ask you, like, what's the reason for the protest? Oh, what does that say? The free media. Okay, well, that's definitely what this is. This is free media. Yes. But can you explain to me what's the reason for the protest, and, you know, why are we out here?
Because
because the government prohibited the pride in Hungary.
Okay.
And we protest for the right of to come together, not only for the pride, but every human together for everything. We want to demonstrate for our rights,
All right.
human rights.
Okay. All right. And I've heard from other people here that this protest is about more than just pride. It's about the right to protest. It's about, you know, the democracy that's going away and healthcare. So I don't know. Do you agree with that? Do you think those things are also like important? What do you think?
We need a change of government very fast.
Yeah. Okay. And
because they are dictators.
Okay. All right. And I don't know if you've, you know, been following what's been happening in the U.S., you know, with Trump and the administration. But do you see any similarities between what's happening there, or do you think it's a different thing?
I think I can say we think Trump just follow our Orban.
Yeah, okay.
So sorry for us.
It's okay.
Sorry for us.
Yeah, well,
and we are together with you.
Yeah, well, we're all in the fight for democracy, and
Yes.
you know, I definitely support everything
We are
y'all are
proud
doing.
of you to stand for democracy
Right.
because we need USA,
Right.
of course.
Right. Well, it's a global thing. We're all working together, and you know, thank you so much for your comments and everything.
Yeah, human democracy is the most powerful.
Yeah.
So we need each other.
All right. Well, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up my time here. I've been here about an hour or so, and I really have to pee. So I want to go home, but I got to talk to a lot of different people. I talked to men, I talked to women, I talked to older people, younger people, you know, people that barely spoke English, people that spoke English fluently. Some Americans were here, you know what I mean? I spoke to the organizer of the event, and all I gotta say is that, you know, I learned from this experience that, you know, everywhere in the world, as we're seeing the fascism, the tyranny, the democratic backsliding rising up all over the world, people are not gonna just lay down and take it. People are not just gonna be here and say, well, it's okay. People are not just going to say that, you know, we're just going to let the rich, the powerful, the oligarchs, all these assholes like take over our countries. So I'm very inspired by what I saw here in Hungary. And I hope that this momentum continues during these next years as we continue to fight back against fascism. And, you know, we need to have the same energy in America as well. So, yeah, peace to Hungary. All power to the people in Hungary. All power to the people all across the world fighting against fascism. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Peace.